want to give a shout out not only to Aaron Rodgers, who spoke out and was willing and able to elucidate a lot of what many athletes and coaches feel about the crazy dogma surrounding COVID. But most athletes weren't willing to say publicly, or former athletes, what Mike Fisher did for the Nashville Predators. Mike Fisher came out and said he supports Aaron Rodgers. I don't know Mike Fisher very well, but props to him for being willing to step out and take on all of these insane left-wing blue checkmark losers who are convinced that COVID is going to actually kill them. Let me give you some stats here. This is from the Wall Street Journal this morning. Marty Makary had a great piece. Said there are 28 million kids between the ages of 5 and 11. 28 million of them. 2 of those 28 million are my kids. I've got a first grader and a fifth grader, a 7-year-old and an 11-year-old. Do you know that 60%, according to his piece in the Wall Street Journal, have likely had COVID already? 60% of all 5 to 11-year-olds have likely already had COVID. Do you know how many kids have died with COVID in that 28 million since COVID started? 94. 94 kids have died with COVID between the ages of 5 and 11. There are 28 million kids between the ages of 5 and 11. 94 of them are kids who have died. You know what kids are more likely to have died of? By far, murder. They are more likely to have drowned. They are more likely to have died in car accidents. They are more likely to have died of the seasonal flu. The masks aren't protecting them, but thankfully there isn't much to protect them from. Getting your kid vaccinated for COVID, in my opinion, especially if they are between the ages of 5 and 11, is pure, unadulterated madness. It is not science. It is not supported by the data at all. 28 million kids under the age of 12, 94 of them have died since COVID began. That's fewer than die in a year from the seasonal flu, way fewer than drown, way fewer than die in car accidents, way fewer than are murdered. It's crazy. So I give credit to Mike Fisher for speaking out.